Welcome to the Barbados Today Morning News Update for Thursday, October the 26th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. The worrying issue of child prostitution in Barbados will come under the microscope here tonight. A panel of experts will explore this troubling form of human trafficking during another in the series of Man Talk discussions organized by the Cayfield Wesleyan Men, which take place at the church on Cayfield Main Road, St. Michael, from 7 o'clock. Among those tackling the topic, Child Prostitution, the Solution, are the coordinator of a sex workers research project, Anderson Langdon, and sexual assault survivor, Alicia Bailey. 3 years after being inaugurated as a pilot project, the Drug Treatment Court for Barbados is reporting a high success rate in cleaning up non-violent drug addicts. The court is an innovative approach to dealing with non-violent criminal offenses committed by drug-dependent offenders, conditionally directing the accused to treatment instead of jail time. The court, which oversees an 18-month program of reform for the candidates, is aimed at managing relapses into drug addiction, reducing the risk of repeat offenders, lowering the prison population, and decreasing government expenditure on incarceration. Speaking yesterday afternoon at the end of the penultimate court session before graduation in December, OAS representative to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Francis McBarnett, told Barbados Today that his organization, which supported 3 years of preparatory work, notes that the successes have way outstripped the dropouts so far.
This is the second cohort of this Barbados Drug Treatment Court. We have done, in the first cohort, we started 16 candidates and we graduated 11. 10 males and 1 female. We're now in a second cohort where we have 18 candidates and we're hoping to graduate them in December. It has gone well. We started in the second cohort with 25 and we moved to 18. And we are refining the processes as we go along. We are making it a little more efficient. This year we got some resources from the Maria Hola Memorial Trust, and that has allowed us to do skills training, to do life expectancy, anger management, to help them with job skills, a range of issues. So we're not only giving them treatment or drug treatment, but we're giving them life skills and helping them to be better citizens.
McBarnett said that while he was delighted with how the program had gone so far, an assessment was being done by an overseas body to determine where gaps may exist and what improvements can be made.
This is something to which we are heavily invested and committed. So we are in this for the long haul. We're not going to run away from this issue at all. And I think here in Barbados, as in Jamaica and in Trinidad and Tobago, we have found jurisdictions where there is buy-in. We get a lot of support, and we're extremely happy with the cooperation and collaboration that we have gotten so far.
Meanwhile, Presiding Magistrate Graveney Bannister yesterday presented 9 of the 18 candidates in the current cohort with tokens for passing 3 or more consecutive drugs tests.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Join us from November 16th to 19th, 2017 for the Barbados Food and Rum Festival, where acclaimed Barbadian chefs and mixologists are joined by Chef Jean-Georges of the US, Chef Tom Akins of the UK, Chef Chris De La Rosa of Canada to create dining experiences to delight the senses. Visit ticketpal.com and all TicketPal locations to get your tickets, and visit foodandrum.com for more information.
Welcome back with news from the region now. The Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management in Trinidad and Tobago, retired Colonel Dave Williams, has resigned. The agency's relief efforts have been slammed by many, including Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. In more regional news, there's a threat by the opposition People's Progressive Party in Guyana to cripple the local government system across the country. It stems from the appointment of a retired judge as the new chairman of the Guyana Electoral Commission. Here's more from Travis Chase.
A move that has stunned the opposition leader. Mr. Barrett Jack Dio is fuming over President David Granger's appointment of retired Judge James Patterson as chairman of the Ghana Elections Commission. An outraged Jack Dio hastily called a media conference soon after President Granger informed him of the decision and says his party will no longer cooperate with the government.
Right now, this government will not have our cooperation on any issue in this country until they start complying with our constitution.
Justice Patterson was sworn in Thursday night. A furious Jack Dio is of the view that Mr. Patterson's appointment as the new GCOM chair is a conflict of interest, since it was Mr. Patterson who chaired the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into the March 3, 2016 prison unrest.
And on the global front, female MEPs have accused their own parliament of failing to protect staff from sexual harassment, as allegations of abuse in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein case have raised questions over standards also in Brussels institutions.
I have been sexually harassed.
Media reports about sexual harassment in the European Parliament have put MEPs in the spotlight this week. The institution's president points to the fact there have only been 10 cases reported since 2014. But some say victims are too scared to speak. Officials say the Me Too campaign on social media forced the issue onto the agenda.
Hey, I'm a woman. Of course I have experienced it, yes.
And what was your reaction?
I think, I'm not proud to say that I probably reacted like most women up to now, thinking, just put on a brave face, just, ignore it happen, just, pretend it's not important. But of course it's annoying, you feel humiliated, you feel, it's degrading.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.